Hi guys, just starting a stream test. Those of you in the chat, just give me a bit of feedback. Just let me know if you can hear things. I'm just playing Suwana at the moment. Just let me know sound quality, picture quality. Just give me some feedback. Thanks. Alright guys, I'm just going to test some commentary. So yeah, again, give me some feedback. Just let me know if you can hear clearly. It's 4:38 AM here. I'm trying to keep my voice down. My family's still asleep. So yeah, I just want to know that you can all still hear me despite me keeping my voice down. All right. In this game right here, I'd say we're both out of opening knowledge, I would say, or book. I find it funny to say that the game has theory because it's still so young. But if there was such a thing, we're probably both out of theory already. These are very common positions, e4, e5. My opponent here is starting to try to make an attack. I'm going to relinquish this knight here just to prevent too many strongholds from building up. Looks like he's prepared to sacrifice a little bit of material to get the attack going. I'm going to try to keep it at bay by capturing this pawn. So here, black has very good control of the dark squares. What I need to try to do is hold on to the light squares. If you're going to attack, you need a balance of pieces on dark and light squares. If you can hold your opponent off on one colour, that's very helpful. That's an inaccuracy, this move, because he needs that bishop to cover f6 here, I believe. Now it's low on time, but the bishop's very sharp here. Both of us have to be careful, but also very quick at the same time. So here, queen at h8 is too big a threat. Knight at f6 was also on. Anyway, how does that all sound, guys? Okay. I might try to answer some questions over the chat rather than by typing. I'm just going to have a few more warm-up games. So, yeah, to all those participating today, wish you good luck. I think it's a very exciting event. I'll say up front what this is all about. I don't want this to be about me. I want this to be about light chess, the game Crazyhouse. I think hats off to BitChess for freely supporting this. I mean, they look like organisations, but honestly, it's just one or two guys really putting their own money down on the table to give support to something they believe in. So, I encourage you all to donate to Light Chess. It's might only be a $5 donation to each of you, but it's a really worthy cause. It's a fantastic website, so I'm just trying to show my support today. Alright, let's continue with some warm-up games. Alright, I'm going to say I'm out of book again here. And I think it's good, what I want to show the audience today as well is, not so much how to play all the moves right, but to probably show a little bit on what I'm not doing right. No one's perfect, and I think, there's all these words about Crazyhouse champion and things like that. That is, I leave that for other people to judge, but the way I see it, I think it's more exciting if a champion is quite beatable and has some vulnerabilities. So hopefully today I can expose some of those, and I'd like that to inspire other players to, I think that was a very poor move. G takes h3. He should have captured twice on f4. He still would have been safe. Just to show you here. If you capture twice on f4, I never have queen takes h3 and white still has playable position. So that's actually quite a bad blunder. A little bit on my opponent, Suwanit. He is a very good player. I believe he's probably started on Buho 21. I've known him for quite a while. We've both played each other numerous times on different servers, so we know each other's games quite well. There's no hiding with an opponent like this. You've just got to fight fire with fire. What I mean by that is, I don't think I have any major weaknesses to exploit when I play against him. You've really just got to play your best game. Some games will be closed, some will be open. He knows how to attack very well. He can defend very well. He's causing me some problems in this game at the moment, actually. He's got a lot of pressure on this h2 pawn. He's going to threaten mate or capture of the queen. He's played a good move there. I'm going to play bishop at d4, key part being I want to cover the f2 square. If pawn at h2 comes in, king h1 is possible, but if you don't cover f2 adequately, knight at f2 is going to be an issue. So with that, he's adapted his attack, and he's changed how he's going for my king. I think bishop at e5 was a slight inaccuracy. A stronger move would have been immediate knight at g5. I need to be very careful here. I've got to keep h2 covered. Mind you, he also has to be very careful here because there's mating threats on his king if he's not careful. I'm going for something on f7 here. I don't have it yet. I'm in big trouble now on time. And I've lost one on time there. So probably talking too much and not playing enough. So we'll see how I go today. I'm probably going to have some situations where I might stop the commentary just so I can focus on a game. I'll say I'm berserking 100% of games today, not because I think I can beat everyone with half the time, but more so because I think it brings more entertainment value to the game. I expect I'm going to lose a healthy proportion of matches today. There's a very strong field, but you know it's all about supporting the game, supporting light chess. So yeah, if I just remind the audience, if I do win a prize today, I will donate it to light chess. It's a very good website. I'm very impressed with all the functionality it offers. Okay, I've just switched to taking with the king instead of the knight, because if I left the king there, rook at h8 was possible. I think knight takes h7 could have been stronger, but it might be coming anyway. If he moves the knight, I need to take this bishop. That's critical. He might try to check here, but pawn at g7 is covered by the knight, so his attack is dwindling already, and that's why he's resigned there. I think part of this game, and you know, bringing the commentaries to you as well, is there's a lot of hidden nuances in the game to the untrained eye, and I think even if I can't commentate on every single position or every single move, what I'm aiming to do today is first probably make this entertaining. Secondly, if it can be instructional in the time provided, I'll try to do that. But there's a lot that's probably misunderstood in the game, in the sense that sometimes an audience thinks that one player was winning the whole way and it was actually the other, or perhaps my position's favoured just because I'm the stronger player. But yeah, hopefully this stream will shed some light on what's going on. So even here, I've actually sacrificed that queen deliberately. But it's not going to be easy for me to explain absolutely every reason why I might do that in some situations or not. It's actually a positional sacrifice, believe it or not. Sounds crazy, you're sacrificing a queen, wouldn't happen in chess. But in this game, the fact that you can interpose pieces on the board means that the value of pieces changes considerably, because the mobility of every piece is, you know, anywhere on the board. So sometimes a piece in hand acquires quite a different value to pieces that are on the board. If you asked me for a point system, I probably couldn't give it to you, because it's very situational. Alright, he's going to try to put something on my king. I have to be cautious here. See if I've got mate somewhere. Probably shouldn't be looking for it. I'm going to try this. It played very accurately to sidestep that. So I don't have time though. Alright, I'm just going to pause there to check out the chat and also security. Alright, so yeah, Shuan, definitely one of the players to look out for today. Very strong player. Okay, I'm going to have a look at the chat, try to catch up on that. Alright, so someone's asked, do you have a specific strategy you use? I think I mentioned in the article that there's a number of strategies you can use in a game. I try to balance it out, or Sometimes just see what my opponent's doing, adjust strategy based on them. You can play open game, closed game, aggressive game. You can really sacrifice a lot. Yeah, just keeping it practical. Alright, my question was why queen sack? Yeah, why queen sack? Let's just have a quick look at that. I didn't have to sacrifice the queen there, actually. In this position, you know, black's already got a lot of pressure on f3. If I allow that to be captured, I'm going to be defending the f3 square for most of the game. There's not many pieces, I mean, neither piece has anything in reserve, so a queen itself can't actually be used here that dangerously. It might hurt later on, but the bishop I have in hand now actually allows me to attack e7 as well. My knight's supported here, and I've got some pressure here as well, so in fact more trades coming off the board can also be dangerous. But yeah, not to say that anyone's better here. My assessment of the position is actually probably still a little bit even. But yeah, that's the basis behind the queen sack. So yeah, I think these sorts of things are interesting for the audience to know. Why that? You know, they probably think it's a bit more black and white. It's actually a little bit grey. And you know, the players on the board are actually in unfamiliar territory as well. So yeah, that's my comment on the queen sack. I'm seeing a few comments about berserking 100%. Yeah, again, I'm saying it's for entertainment value. It is giving up a lot. I think it is quite different berserking a 3-minute match relative to berserking a 1-minute match. There's a 1-minute event tomorrow. I'll probably berserk 0% of those. But yeah, I mean, for some of the matches, I'll probably go a little bit quiet, trying to play with half the time against some of the stronger players, even against some of the weaker players. Yeah, so it's also just to keep me on my toes. That's my comment on that. I'm not too concerned about it really. 1.5 minutes is a fair bit, but it is a significant advantage for an opponent to have more time to think in unfamiliar positions. And yeah, I mean, look, the crowd's really helpful here. I'm surprised how many people have read this article. A lot of people are pulling up answers to questions from that. Do I think White's winning from the initial position at perfect play? No, I don't think it's that bad. I think White has a considerable advantage in Crazyhouse, probably more so than in chess. But the game is very sharp. You only need to make one move wrong and it switches. I think what's interesting about the game is the very low likelihood of a draw, so it really makes it a double-edged sword, and you can't sit on the fence. You've got to play for that win, or else you're losing, pretty much. Alright, I've got a couple of requests for volume. I've actually turned up the volume as much as I can. What I might do here, guys, I've got about 5 minutes left before the event's going to start. I'm going to just test the recording that I've made and see what this sounds like, just to have an idea. If you can't hear, just also make sure it's all turned up at your end. I'm hearing some people saying it's good sound. So let me just double check when the event's going to start so I don't miss that. I've got 3 minutes 35, so I'm actually going to cut the stream here and come back just so that the recorded video begins not long before the event. So please stay tuned. I'm just going to cut the stream now. Again, thanks for all your support. I do have a fan funding page. If you'd like to, please donate to that. Otherwise, please donate directly to Lichess. I think it's fantastic, and also encourage BitChess for their efforts. He cops a lot of flack and a lot of requests, the person I'm dealing with, but overall he's putting his own money in to make some great events. I think that should be respected. So don't give him a hard time if you can. Alright, I'm going to cut this feed just now, and I'll see you back for the live stream of the event. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.